Good morning, I'm Anna Diep. Topping our news this morning, the Crisis Nursery Center relies mainly on donations. She could transform it into her dream garden. A major retailer may be putting its martial arts as an after-school program. But even if you don't keep up with your yard, up to 15,000 people were affected. Peoria City Council announced cuts in funding. There was no longer a home for him to go back to. Naperville's main attractions, some are partially blind because it provides them with the Onion Award. With only a few belongings in hand, these residents are escorted by Chicago police and firefighters to safety. Since 3 o'clock this morning, the city has been providing cooling buses for everyone from the 19 buildings that lost power.
I had to go upstairs. We have no elevators, of course, because the power's out. We had to go up here and evacuate seniors ourselves. Now, I'm a resident, okay? But I'm not going to sit there and I know I got neighbors that need help.
More than half the buildings housed senior citizens. Some were hesitant to leave.
Nobody wanted to leave their home, environment, but safety first, and so that's the way that went.
At the height of the power outage, up to 15,000 people were affected. Residents say they were left with no power or water. About half the buildings have been evacuated. Medics treated at least 6 people. ComEd officials say the repair will take extra time.
And it is underground. You just can't do a visual inspection. You have to use special techniques to identify where the failure is.
As the temperature climbs, residents will continue to evacuate throughout the day. ComEd is expecting power to be restored by mid-afternoon. On the south side of Chicago, this is Anna Diep reporting for ABC 7 News.
We provide shelter, we provide clothing, we provide food to the children that show up.
Every day, there's a need for kids to be taken care of, and for single-family mothers, sometimes it's difficult to maintain childcare and a job. Dan Oliver is the Crisis Nursery Program Supervisor at the Crittenden Center in Peoria.
You have situations where you might have parenting stress, or you might have to go look for a job. These are situations where a parent needs someone with quality childcare center where they have no one else to rely on.
This is the first crisis nursery in Illinois and remained the only one in the Tri-County area. It's free to all children in need. The Crisis Nursery Center relies mainly on donations to get what they need. They get things like clothing, food, and toys, but what they need most are more diapers and formulas.
We go through this on a continual basis, and it is around $1,500 a month.
The Crisis Nursery Center is open 24 hours, 7 days a week. There's always staff on duty to accommodate emergencies.
Even though the Crisis Nursery is free of charge, the parents will not be taken advantage of. They will still receive a quality child care center while be treated with respect.
The Crittenden Centers are always in need of volunteers and donations to help their cause in protecting and nurturing children and families. For Midstate Magazine, this is Anna Diep. Paintings, sculptures, and music surrounds the night. This celebration of the arts is held annually by arts partners at the Cornstalk Theater to recognize Peoria's growing culture. Suzette Boulay is the executive director for the group.
We feel the value of arts partners to the community is that we serve as the collective voice of the arts community. Our job is to ensure that the arts stay alive, that they stay on the community map.
Arts Partners started about 8 years ago. This non-for-profit organization devotes its work to marketing and promoting arts in Peoria.
Awareness. I think that's probably one of their big missions, just to let the community know this Peoria, this town of a little over 100,000 people, that has so much to offer.
A research conducted by Bradley University shows the arts does have a positive impact to the community, but unfortunately the Peoria City Council announced cuts in funding.
The reason we did that is the arts partner, we feel those taxes should be used by the Civic Center Authority itself because they're having budget problems. And secondly, not all of us are convinced that that's a proper use of tax dollars.
We're disappointed by it, and so we're going to have to work harder to try to make up that difference from other sources.
For Midstate Magazine, this is Anna Diep.